What is up, guys, and happy 2019. I know it's like in Feb and I'm completely late and I screwed the pooch on that one. It's been one hell of a year. It started really shit. It's been busy. It's been insane. Haven't had time to do anything, not even fixate on YouTube and making more videos. I have a ton of ideas and I just had no time to execute any of them. I thought to start this off with, I'm gonna show you guys, hey, what's in my bag for 2019. And I kind of thought, because I'm late and everybody's like, it's halfway through the year already and why the hell are you thinking about that now? I kind of thought I'm going to compare what I have in my bag for 2019 with what I had in my bag for 2018. For you guys starting out to see what gear I had and what gear you can achieve goals with for your future. I moved beginning of this year. That's what was consuming my time. It started beginning of this year, went straight into February. We moved beginning Feb and the place was just an absolute mess. I didn't have any time and I really want to get back to my YouTube routine of having at least one video a week versus maybe even getting 2 videos a week. And I kind of want to get back into that rhythm because it's been very therapeutic. It's been very awesome sharing this content with you guys. And I kind of like the platform YouTube over any other social media platform, because when you go on YouTube, you're going to search something, you're going to find something, you want to achieve something when you're on YouTube, versus on Instagram you're just like so that's why I like YouTube overall. It's a very proactive space and you guys are just awesome. I love what you guys are saying in the comments. I love communicating with you guys. So that is my goal for 2019, is to get better at my job, better at YouTube, and just achieve more. Thank you guys for sticking by. Now for the part you are interested in, what's in my bag and what was in my bag. Without further ado, let's go. Okay guys, so camera bodies. I started off my career as a photographer with the 700D. We wanted to have a camera just to take photos because we were taking photos on our phone and we just wanted to take photos of the travel. So we bought like this little small starter camera just to kind of throw in the back of the bike and take with. Without this camera, I could never get to a point where I started taking pro photos. This camera has served me well. I've done most of my videos on this, most of my YouTube videos, and I did some work videos on this. It's a beast of a little camera. It's a great starter camera. I'm not sure if they actually still make the 700D, but I think they make the 750D. Slightly more expensive, but a fantastic camera to start with. I upgraded to a better camera before I upgraded to better glass. Now, I upgraded to the 7D Mark II. Now, I put the battery pack on it because I just kind of like the fact that I have the extra battery life on it and it works fantastically. I can really do well. Like I can shoot almost the entire day off one battery. Love it. Maybe not the entire day of video, but definitely the entire day of stills, which is majority of what I do. Now, and also if you pitch up somewhere and your camera looks like this, you're a boss. Everybody takes you more seriously. Now, I love this camera. This camera has done all my work for me. It's still actually my go-to camera. Grab it, know it by heart, know every little thing, set every little nook and cranny on this thing. Love this camera, it's done a lot of my photos. So, I can highly recommend if you're starting out and you want to get like a mid-entry level camera, go for the 7D. It's fantastic. Now the other camera I have is a 60, not the 60 Mark II, just a simple 60. I got it near the end of this year from a photographer who was upgrading and they didn't have any space in his bag for his camera. So he was like, hey, who wants a new camera? And I've never had, as you can see, I've always had crop sensors. I was like, I really need to play a little bit more with a full frame. So I was like, sure man, I could use a full frame lens, a full frame camera to put up some of my lenses so that I can actually have that really awesome distortion. I can't show you guys the camera because it's currently filming this video and the footage off of it so far is amazing. So happy with it. Can't go wrong with the 60. Low light, fantastic. color in it's fantastic, and it coupled I think with the 24-70 is like one of the best combos in the world. So if you're gonna go for a mid-entry level camera, it's either go for the 70 or the 60. They are fantastic starter cameras. Can't go wrong, man. Check them out. I'll link them in the description below. Okay guys, so lenses. Lenses is one of the most important equipment that you can ever buy. I cannot stress that enough. Before you upgrade your camera body, upgrade your camera's lenses. Now, I'm going to take you through step by step where I started, where I'm finishing right now. From this side, we're starting at 2016 and we end all the way this side at 2018. So I'm going to go through each lens and what it was worth for me in what occasion. But I started off with the 18 to 55 millimeter. On a crop sensor, you don't get any distortion on this. It's a really nice little take around lens because it costs so little and you can pretty much throw it to your buddy and be like, catch here, take a photo, because it is plastic, durable, and it doesn't cost that much if it breaks. So this lens was on my body when I started because 18 to 55 is a nice focal length, especially on a crop sensor, because that's essentially like 25 to 70, you know. Great little starter lens, comes with most kits these days. You can't go wrong. After a while you do want to upgrade. It's not the sharpest and the color on this is better than some, but I prefer the Sigma version of this lens over the Canon one. But all in all, great starter lens. This is my bad boy, my 50 to 250. Color on this is excellent, sharpness on this is excellent. Really, for a kit lens, this thing is fantastic. Really, I put it on my camera and I can go to town. Fantastic. It only fits on the crop bodies. Both these lenses only fit on crop bodies. It is a kit lens that I got with that 700D. This lens has gone through the wars with me. This is more sport based and wildlife based because it's got that exceptional focal length of 50 to 250. They like zoom in properly, quite insane, love it. Color on this, like I said, amazing. Sharpness, amazing. I used this specifically when I did motorsport because you can't get onto the track because that's hella dangerous. If you can find one, keep one. It's always good to have this type of lens around if you're using a crop body. Really fantastic starter lens. Check it out. Then I was told like the Nifty 50, like everybody. I'm sure even you watching this video knows about the Nifty 50. Oddly enough, not my favorite lens. Really is not. I'd actually rather reach for these two than this one. One thing that I can say that I don't like about like prime lenses is that electronic zoom when it's trying to get focus if you don't use it on manual focus. So you're busy composing a photo and then you're like, okay, cool, I just need to get focus, and it like crops in and you're like, oh, my composition is shit now. I really dislike that about these prime lenses. But sharp as a tack, really nice lens. You know, everybody uses Nifty 50 for a reason. I don't like it for those aspects. I use this on video because of that f1.8. Sucks in a lot of light, really quick lens, got that nice bokeh effect in the background. But when I shoot video, I use it on full manual mode because it works so much quicker, so much simpler, and you don't get that electronic zoom issue that I just stated now. And this baby, the 18 to 135, I put my circular polarizer on this thing. This is a beast. Love this lens, love it, love it, love it, love it. It came with my 7D Mark II body. It's my go-to lens, grab it lens. All the photos that you've seen taken on this YouTube channel that you can go through, and majority of the video done with this baby here. Cannot stress it enough. This is my 2018 go-to bad boy. Check it out if you're looking for a cheap lens, great quality, great color, and just the all-rounding. So these are my 2018 range. At the beginning of this year, I was like, oh, I really need to upgrade my lenses and get better glass. So I checked around and I found these awesome deals on cameras here in South Africa, and I bought myself a 16 to 35. Everybody knows it's a fantastic lens. It's currently being used to shoot this video. I love it. It's tack sharp, beautiful photos, quick as hell, and for some reason it's It's more stable than majority of the other lenses I have, even though it doesn't have a stabilizer in it. It's the f2.8. Also got that bokeh in the background, makes the background buttery smooth. Really awesome lens. Check it out, and it's one of my 2019 in my bag lenses to really up my game as a photographer. So I'm going to link all my lenses below, and that is one of my favorites. Really can recommend that lens. And this one was part of that entire purchase. It is the 100-400 Mark 1. I know the Mark 2 is out, it's a little bit pricey for me, so I cannot justify it right now. I got this one for a steal, so I could not let it go past. And it's not the world's biggest of differences. There are definitely big differences, but if you're going from kit lenses to luxury lenses, the difference is already that huge for you. So you're pretty much okay if you still want to go for the Mark 1. I can really recommend this lens. Fantastic bad boy. Very heavy, so get used to that being in your bag. Don't always take it with you unless you have a purpose for it. Really awesome lens. It is without a doubt one of the best Canon lenses out there. We all know this. 100-400 is just famous for its wildlife photos. The last two were my 2019 lenses, the 16-35, 100-400, and these bad boys here are my 2018 lenses. And as you've seen in my photos, I did professional work with all of these, so there's no excuse for you. They are kit lenses, and the Nifty 50 is a very cheap lens. So check them out. Really, you can up your game by getting some of these lenses. I would recommend, if you're gonna go, check them out. Check out the Nifty 50 and the 18-135. Really, really fantastic lenses. So without further ado, let's check out my accessories, the other things that I keep in my bag. Okay guys, and now for a really, really, really important investment that you can also make that goes up there with the camera body and lenses. Now, if you're doing photos of like models and stuff like that, this is a really good tip for you guys, is light. Light is the most important thing that you can start off getting in your photography career. If you're doing models or portraits or any of those type of things. I started off with this Canon 600 EXRT speed light. It's my baby, it's my beast, my love. This thing has gone through everything with me. I started off with this, and I just kind of used it as an off-camera speed light. You can get yourself these type of triggers. This and this thing goes hand in hand. I cannot stress it enough. You cannot go without these. On-camera flash looks crap. Really, if you're doing portraits, invest in some light. Light makes the image sharp as nails. It is really fantastic. You should check it out. I started off my life. This bad boy, 600 XRT, did me wonders, did me fantastic. But it is hella expensive. As you would know, the Canon version is expensive. You could go for generic ones, but if you really want some beast power, get yourself a Godox 8200. I can recommend these. Well, I love the Godox one because it fits everything that the accessories, because it has a speedlight shaped head, so it fits all my accessories for my speedlight. See, I was thinking, I love this thing. This is my new 2019 edition for my photography. I did use it a little bit at the end of 2018, but this is going to change my 2019 for me because it's one of my favorite kit that I have acquired to up my photography game. That is an extra bit of kit that you guys can get, some speed lights or any form of lighting for your photos, and you won't be worried about anything of power, like darkness or sharpness. It really, you can take a crappy lens and you can make it sharp as nails with light. So check it out. Okay guys, now we can move over to some non-essential gear that can really just make life a little bit easier for you. But if you don't need it right now and you don't want to buy it and spend the money, no skin off your back. Really, it's not essential as I said, but it does make your life so much easier. Now, my camera is hella heavy, as you saw, the big battery grip. So I bought myself this Peak Design belt clip. So every now and then I could just clip it on my belt when I'm walking around, that I don't have to hold it in my hand or hang it on my shoulder, because I get fatigued so quickly and the strap starts digging into you or your hand starts cramping up from carrying around. So I invested myself in a little bit of a accessory that just takes the weight off of me, and it just clips to your belt, hangs there like old pager, or you know, the old Nokia clips that you used to pack on and look like a complete ass. So really love this piece of kit. If you want to check it out, links in the description. Really love it. Does make your life easier, but it is, like I said, non-essential. Now, if you do shoot light like I do, you go through a ton of batteries and you don't want to put something in there that just like the battery just run around all the time. So I got myself this battery case right here. Really cool, really love it. You just slot these batteries in pretty easy. You can put them in different orientations to tell you if they're flat or not. I kind of put them in upside down, telling me they have been charged, and I put them the right way up if they are flat. Really cool piece of kit. You can put like 12 batteries in here, and they don't roll around because they're all kept in this nice little case. Now thirdly, memory card case. This thing is really nice. It is slightly non-essential, but could be a lifesaver if you're traveling a lot. X-ray machines tend to wipe drives if you're not careful. So this thing is as protective case. So if it does go through an X-ray machine, it doesn't affect your memory cards at all. It doesn't become corrupted or you have any issues. And it's also just a really quick and easy way to find your memory cards because they're all nicely stacked perfectly where you need them. All about efficiency, yo. Now, if you don't have a trigger yet and you're looking to buy one, check out Trigger Trap. This is a one that's designed for the Canon, but you can get different mounts for it for a different type of body. So this is one for my 7D. What I like about the Trigger Trap one is you download an app on your phone and your phone can work as a trigger. Really cool. You can do time lapses and all of those gnarly, awesome things. Really love this device. I have had some issues with the app itself depending on which cell phone you use. Different phones handle it differently. Really cool piece of kit, and it's worth it because you get multiple functions out of it for much cheaper than you do from your normal everyday trigger that you just press the button. So really cool investment, non-essential but awesome. And lastly, a knife. Always keep a knife with me, just because for my mounting plates, for my tripods, this piece right here works really well. I can unscrew it, really fantastic, or you can just use the flat end and just like jimmy it. Having a knife with me is always fantastic. If I just need to cut something, if I want a little bit of extra accessory or prop and I have to cut it off of a tree or something, or a leaf or something, knife, really cool piece of kit to keep in your bag at all times. Now guys, I have a ton of other kit, but it doesn't always reside in my bag. This was kind of like a essential stuff for starters. Like I said, I really wanted to get into the amateurs mindset. There is some more stuff in my bags, but it's kind of like it's there and I don't always use it, but just because it's that small, it is cool to keep in there. I do have drones, I do have all of those things, but because I'm a still life photographer, the video stuff doesn't always come with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is a little bit unorthodox, a little bit of a vlog style, but also a bit of informative type of video. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave it down below. Press that like button, smash it, subscribe, do all that crazy shit that you guys love to do. And please leave a comment because I love speaking to you guys. If you have any questions, anything at all, I love hearing from you guys. And that's all from me. Peace! For you guys who've stuck by, there's a big change coming this year, and I'll be sharing it with you guys in my channel. So if you are interested to see what this big change is, you better subscribe and you will be kept updated. Maybe even ring that bell icon so you can get that ding-a-ling-a-ling when I upload.